capital city of Manila is a sprawling metropolis that's home to 12 million people. As one of the oldest cities in Asia, Manila still offers visitors a glimpse of its historic past, from its Spanish heritage to the old districts teeming with local color and flavor. With streets that are always crawling with traffic, life in Manila requires a certain unhurriedness. But here, at the Rizal Memorial Sports Complex in the heart of the city, there is no slowing down for these Philippine national athletes training to become world champions. Among them is the women's boxing team, which has been performing well in the international arena.
1, 2.
For that, credit has to go to this man, their coach Roel Velasco. Yet Roel's greatest claim to fame is his own triumph in 1992 when he traveled to Barcelona to participate in the Olympics for the first time. After some easy wins over his opponents from Kenya and India, he faced Rowan Williams from Great Britain in the fight for bronze.
Sa first round, nalalaman ko na kagad na mananalo na ako dito dahil nakukuha ko na kagad yung lamang ko sa first round hanggang sa second round. Hanggang sa second round kasi alam mo naman ako pagka parang diesel habang umiinit lalong lumalakas eh.
Already assured of a bronze medal from that victory, Roel stepped into the ring with a Cuban for his fourth bout, hoping for a shot at the silver. But it was not to be.
Medyo na-surprise din ako dahil siyempre parang nagulat ako dahil sa first round pa lang inano kagad ako, niratsada eh. Baga din ako pinagbigyan ng pagkakataon na makaganti ng sa kanya. So nalungkot ako na medyo may saya dahil siyempre may medal din ako na uwi.
Upon his return with his country's sole medal from the Barcelona Olympics, Roel received a huge reward from the country. With it, he bought a home for his family. He then continued a winning streak as an amateur boxer, amassing a countless string of medals in a span of 12 years. Just a stone's throw away at the Sports Museum, Mansueto Onyok Velasco is taking a stroll down memory lane. Here, the two Velasco brothers are immortalized for their Olympic achievements. In Onyok's case, this came at a hefty price, following a grueling training regime in Cuba.
Sa Cuba, mala-impyerno yung buhay namin doon. Yung training talaga kasi lalo na yung Cuban coach namin talagang stricto. Bawal puyat, bawal akwatsa. Yung sa amin kasi malungkot kasi may nasawa na ako noon, na may 2 anak. So walang communication kasi hindi pa uso naman yung cellphone noon. Dahil sa mga kasamahan ko kasi talagang gusto nila umuwi na, ayaw na maglaro ng Olympic. Sa akin kasi, baga sa kwan parang ito na yung pagkakataon mo eh. So yung sa akin naman talagang pinupursige ko kahit masuka-sukan ako sa training na wala naman ako isuka dahil sa sobrang pagod. Tinitiis ko yan dahil nga gusto ko talagang manalo.
By the time Onyok reached Atlanta for the 1996 Olympic Games, his tough training had prepared him well for the challenges that lay ahead.
Nung unang laban ko Chinese Taipei, masaya ako dahil nga Chinese Taipei hindi naman ganun kalakas noon. So siyempre parang kayang-kaya mo. Hindi na kaya powers ko.
In Onyok's next match, he faced a Cuban fighter. Aware of his boxing style, Onyok applied a different strategy.
Yung ginawa ko, talagang pinasok ko siya, labas-pasok ang ginawa ko doon. Suntok ako, labas ko, suntok siya, wala na ako. So pagtapos siya suntok, pasok naman ako, pak. Labas naman ako, suntok siya, wala na ako. Kaya mababaliw siya sa akin. Morocco naman. Mas malaki palalo. Mas matangkad. Diyan naman na kinabahan naman yung President namin si Manny Lopez. Dahil first round nakalamang yung Morocco. Tapos second round doon ako bumawi. Natamaan ko siya sa panga. Na-knockout siya. Tapos nakatayo. Hanggang tuloy-tuloy na yung score ko doon hanggang sa third round. na lamangan ko siya ng malaki.
This win guaranteed Onyok a bronze medal. For the silver, he would have to conquer his Spanish opponent.
Ang kinaibahan naman nun, mas matangkad naman ako sa kanya. Mas madali pala pag matangkad ka. Kasi puro jab straight lang ginawa ko doon. Pagpasok niya, straight. Gano'n lang. Tukod-tukod lang ako sa kanya. Mas madali. Napaka-simpleng panalo. Para sa silver.
For his final showdown against Bulgaria at the Atlanta Games, Onyok's confidence turned into disappointment.
Ano lang din, na-easy lang din sana, kaso lang, malakas yung sa judges. Ano na lang, panoorin nyo na lang para kayo na mag-decide kung sinong panalo sa amin.
He looks like he's the leader because he's carrying the fight. Now look at that, cracking right there. That should have been a point. Now he works to the body on a right cross. He doubles up the punch. Still no point. Look at that. That left cross deserved the point very clearly. He threw a right and then a left. Velasco connecting, no point.
No from the spectators here inside Atlanta.
What a shame.
Oh, we were robbed of the gold. We were robbed of the gold.
Yan, parang masayang malungkot kasi nga dapat gold ang nakasabit tapos silver yung nakuha natin. So, parang hindi maganda. Yun. Masayang malungkot ang title. Ito yung pinakamatindi kong medal.
Judging controversies aside, the Velasco brothers have shown that boxing is a talent that runs in the family. In fact, 30 years before their triumph, there was another boxer who followed in his father's footsteps and became the Philippines' first Olympic silver medalist. Meet the shy and modest Anthony Villanueva after the break. This afternoon, the Velasco brothers have some very special visitors, including Nolito Velasco, the big brother who made it all happen for Roel and Onyok. Nolito, who was a boxing coach in Manila, recalls the time when a teenage Roel arrived from their province to try his fortunes as a boxer.
In the second round, parang ayaw niya na, parang titigil. Sabi ko sa kanya, pagka umayaw ka, ibalik kita sa Negros. Hindi ka pwede magpaiwan dito kasi hindi mo kaya mag-training dito. Pero kung makatapos ka, kahit talo ka, panalo ka sa akin, mapaiwan ka rito. So ginawa niya kahit na mapaiyak sa mag-ano yung niya, talagang tiniis siya, nakatapos siya. Sabi ko, winner ka, panalo ka. So magpaiwan ka rito, magpaiwan ko siya.
Since Roel didn't throw in the towel, Nolito recruited him. Shortly after, Onyok joined them.
Kasi si Onyok, problem daw dun sa hindi na nagpapasok sa school at laging may kaaway dun sa eskwelahan. Lagi siyang may nagsusuntukan doon kaya pinadala para may iwas na lang ng gulo.
All the same, Roel was glad to have Onyok with him so they could once again train together and be each other's pillar of strength and support. Hailing from a family of 7 boys and 2 girls who all practiced boxing, what actually got them started was not a love for the sport.
Pagka national team ka ng Bago City team, libre na kasi pag-aaral namin.
May national team ka doon.
Isa pa din yun sa pinapursige namin. Sa Siam kami, biro mo kung paaralin niya kami lahat. So, hindi kaya.
Being the 2 youngest, Roel and Onyok naturally trained together.
So, nung dati hindi pa ako nagpalit, pag sumuntok ko ng job, iba yung sa akin. Ito naman parang sa kabila yung sa kanya. Tinignan ko yung sa paa niya, iba pala dapat ganyan. Hanggang nakasanayan ko na, pero kanan talaga ako. So, nung nasanay na ako, hindi na ako marunong gumanya. So, dito na ako nasanay.
Due to their similar weight, not only did Roel and Onyok train together a lot, they often ended up squaring off during tournaments.
Kaya yung nanay namin umiiyak, bakit daw dalawa kami ang naglalaban.
Sabi
Ano
niya,
tawag
bakit?
yan? Ba't yan naglalaban? Magpagalitan yung kuya namin.
Pagdating kasi sa laban, ika nga, walang kapatid-kapatid, walang kaibigan. Oo, pagdating sa laban, laban talaga yan, no? So, walang bigayan talagang. Kita mo naman kasi kung nagbibigayan kami sa laban, baka hindi na kami masinso, baka hanggang hindi kayo may umangat. Pero minsan kasi pagka matandang kapatid ka, minsan pagka tinamaan mo yung bunsong kapatid mo, parang gusto pang alalayan.
But once they step out of the ring, the sibling rivalry ends and love is restored. Next, we journey to the home of Anthony Villanueva, who was the Philippines' only Olympic silver medalist until Onyok came along 32 years later. Leaving behind the concrete of the city, we arrive at a sleepy little village. This is where Anthony lives today. We accompany Avery as he visits his father, who in 2001 suffered a stroke that left him unable to articulate or walk very well. He is joined by Anthony's childhood friend, Mamerto. Speaking on behalf of his father, Avery shares how Anthony got started in boxing.
My dad started to love boxing because of my grandfather.
Avery's late grandfather just happens to be the first Filipino boxer to win an Olympic medal in 1932. As soon as Anthony could walk, Jose taught him to box. Despite his early potential, the avid basketball player with a love for music and fine arts did not consider becoming a boxer until he was 16.
He said, like, when my grandfather learned that he wants to be a boxer, he was so proud, and it's like introduced to everybody that he's going to be a boxer and he's going to be a next medalist and hopeful for gold.
So Anthony's training under his father began. In just 2 years, Anthony proved himself in the international arena and earned a berth in the 1964 Tokyo Olympics. News of the triumphant exploits of the handsome 19-year-old in Tokyo captivated his nation.
Sa akin, gusto bronze lang, bronze. Kaya kapatid ng tata ko, yan ang gusto ko. Yung silver, okay lang, napakasaya ko.
Back at home, the elder Villanueva was elated.
Umiyak siya. Tapos, sa airport ko, saan? Nag-silver ka?
Probably you can see to his face that his dad cried when he achieved the the silver medals, because it's like surpasses the record of my grandfather, and then he break the record for getting the silver medal. And getting the silver medal, he suffered like 4 cuts in his face and broken nose.
Nung makita sila nung Russian na tumalo sa kanya sa Olympic, nakita sila, inamin mismo ni Stanislav Stepaskin na, Anthony, you won the gold, not mine. Sabi niya, is that really so? Yes, Anthony, you are the champion. Yun ang inamin niya, according to Anthony. As far as I can remember, he also said that to become a champion, a boxer must possess the eye of an eagle, the strength